Ariana just dropped a song that is called Position, and it's so good. If you want to go check it out, it's gonna be linked down below. But I will be recreating today her makeup look that she had in the music video, which is, I took a screenshot of it and it just looks so good. Like literally, like, oh my god, she's so snatched. Also, I want to tell you that I already did my base, so primer and liquid highlighter on the sides. Excuse my hair. I mean, I tried to look as cute as Ariana, but as you can see, it didn't really work because I really don't have a lot of hair. So hopefully it looks good. I'm gonna be using the HD Lifting Concealer from e.l.f. and it's really in the shade medium because I want to contour a little bit with it. Since she doesn't really use any blush, or maybe just a little bit, I really want to contour my face, which I didn't do in such a long time. I think I went a little bit overboard, but that's okay. We'll fix it up with concealer and powder afterwards. Buffing it out with the Morphe foundation brush. I kind of look crazy, so now we're gonna fix this by applying the concealer that I have. So I do have two concealers, one that I use for my foundation and the other one to highlight everything. So I'm gonna be using the one that I use for my foundation, and it is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I know it's weird, but I mean, it works. You should definitely try to use your concealer like something that you feel like that's such a nice formulation. If you saw this song already of Ariana Grande, tell me what you think down below about the song itself. I feel like it's a really good song. It's just crazy that she just came out with it right after the presidential debate, which is crazy to me. And then to brighten certain areas, I'm gonna be taking the 24-hour Smooth Wear Concealer from MAC Cosmetics, and I'm gonna like put this specifically under my eye, and not too much because I don't like to have too much concealer under my eye because it cakes and I have some fine lines and I want to avoid it altogether. And then you blend everything. I like to start with the chin, then here, and then I finish with the eye because I feel like when you leave it a little bit, it just adds some coverage to your little foundation. Then I'm just gonna set everything with powder, and I'm gonna be using the Laura Mercier setting powder for this one. My little trick as always, you dip it on the other side and then you go with a puff. I feel like a puff distributes the powder so much easier and it looks so flawless compared to any other technique that I've tried before. Of course, it takes a little bit more time, but I'm telling you, try it with a puff and it's gonna change your life. We are all powdered up, and now we will bronze up the face because Ariana just uses a lot of bronzer, and since we're not using a lot of blush, I want to put it afterwards. So I'm gonna go with the trusty butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, so this one, and I'm gonna be applying it all around where I already placed the really medium concealer to enhance my natural features. To recreate her little to recreate her look that she has in the video. And then I take my soft blush, which is really not that pigmented, but it still looks really nice, and I want to add a little pinch of color, like she has a little tiny bit right here and a little bit on her nose when you look at the screenshot. Maybe it's just the video, I don't know. But I'm gonna go into that Marcella blush, which is not that pigmented, so I feel like it's the perfect blush, and it has some shimmer in it since her skin is very glowy. I know my skin looks pretty matte right now, but we will work on it with everything that we will put on our face. And we're gonna put this on the apples of the cheeks, a little bit on her nose right there. And her face is glowy, like I said, so I'm gonna be using this little highlight, which is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is really gonna give me like a soft little glow, and I love how the highlight is so tiny. The pearls are really tiny, and we're just gonna dust that over her cheeks where the blush and the bronzer meets. I like to bring it, since my eyes have a certain shape, I bring it also under the eye, so when the light hits, there's not like a weird type of structure there, so it's not too sharp and everything is really smooth together. Next step, which is crucial, is eyebrows. When I look at her eyebrows are kind of really thick and one color, as I would say. I'm gonna be using the pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the shade is medium brown. Do them just very quickly and just filling them in and making them as sharp as possible. Eyebrows are on fleek. They are done almost, because we have to clean them up underneath. And I'm going to be using the P. Louise base for that, because we're going to be using this as our base as well for the eyeshadow. I have this square brush and I don't know if I actually like it. I feel like it's not good enough to do this type of work specifically. We are now ready for the eyes, which I'm so excited. Oh my god. Her eye look is pretty simple. She has a little bit more of darkness on her brow orbital bone to really highlight and contour everything, which means going to be a little bit more tricky because I have hooded eyes. So we're going to try to make it work as much as possible. And for this look, I'm going to be going into the One Size eyeshadow palette because I feel like it's a really good palette for this look specifically. And it is neutral, and those are full of neutrals. So first, I'm going to go into the shade Manila Sand, which is that really pale shade. And we're going to put this in all over the lid. I want to prep the lid right now because I don't want this to crease, and it's gonna like add another layer of blending for when we put the shade into the crease. So this is gonna avoid any mistakes. So of course the eye look is gonna look different on me than on her. And then one thing that I want to do is to pack that Manila shade into the inner corner right here and to build it into the inner corner. The second shade we will take is called Top of My Game, which is that really cooler tone type of color. And we're going to concentrate this color specifically onto the orbital bone right here. And we're going to start building the shade. And I have to be careful, like I said, because of my hooded eyes. I can always go back into that little shade, Manila Sand. And I'm just going to wing it up like this already, because hers is winged up and it creates like a lift into her eye. I'll take the shade Top of My Game and I'll bring into the inner corner right here, right under the eyebrow, and I'm gonna lift it all the way up right there. It's kind of like a weird thing, but I'm telling you it's gonna go somewhere. I'm putting a little tiny bit of Top of My Game right at the outer corner because I notice that her eye is really lighter in the inner corner, so I'm just putting a little bit by tapping it with the rest that I have on my brush, and I'm bringing it all the way to the middle of the eye. The next step is really important because we're gonna take another shade which is called Brownie, and it's that deep chocolate brown, and I'm taking it with a little tiny brush, something that you could do your liner with. And I'm just going to be placing this right in the inner corner, not in the inner corner, but in the crease, creating that line on the side where I can literally, after that, blend this out with another brush, and it's just going to melt into the other eyeshadow just because that's what she has. She has something very precise, so I might as well just do it with a precise brush and then blending out with something else. So this one is done, and then we take the same shade Brownie and then we line the lashes with it as close as possible just to add a little bit of depth into the eye. And then you would open your eye and you would wing it upwards at the same angle as you did the other one right here, so they can connect in space, but you don't connect it really. You just let them connect them in space, like you imagine they're connecting. And then you just bring the same brown shades under the eye just to add a little bit of dimension, but just a little bit. This seems pretty good. So now what we'll do is I'm going to be adding a little bit of highlight from the e.l.f. Cosmetics, the one that we used earlier. I'm going to put it under the brow bone. I'm going to put it in the inner corner just to add a little bit more dimension, even though we kind of have a lot at the moment. But you know, like her brow was literally popping. So we need to add this here and in the inner corner as well. So before I apply my mascara and my lashes, I wanted to do my lips first because the rest of the eye, I'm gonna do this off camera. So I'm just gonna go into the lip pencil from MAC Cosmetics in Boldly Bare, since Ariana Grande in her video, she has some pinky nude lip. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have pinky nude lips, and it wasn't that matte, so that's why I'm gonna go for something that is more like a powder kiss lipstick that kind of like has a beautiful sheen to it. So we're gonna go into it right now. Oh, sorry. I needed my lip primer. I totally forget about it. It's like what is it? Oh my god, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm getting kind of tired. And we overline our lips just like hers. The MAC Powder Kiss lipstick in the shade Reverence. Ooh, I love this pink. I literally, if I want a good nude, that's literally the only shade that I have that I actually wear. And then before I go put my mascara and lashes, I'm gonna be wearing the setting spray from Rare Beauty, and I'm just gonna spray that to get my glow back because I am kind of bare right now. I got this thing. My shoulders are getting squared. All right, so that's what it looks like so far, and then I will go put my lashes and I will be right back. All right, so my lashes are placed and this is the final look. Oh my god, what do you guys think of this look? Do you feel like it's pretty? Do you feel like it's nice? Maybe not, maybe yes. Tell me down below if it's well replicated. I try to do as much as I can with the different shape of eyes and different skin tone that I have, and I feel like it went pretty well. I feel it's pretty close. It's kind of like inspired by her song, which is amazing. So this is the makeup look. So if you liked it, make sure to like the video, to comment down below what you think about it, and if you didn't go see the song, make sure to go check it out as well, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you want to be part of the Beauties family and if you want to see 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday. So thank you so much for watching. I really love you, beauties, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.